Consider the day of peace and the day of reflection. The day before Jesus died on the cross, and it was a pretty gruesome experience. His mother witnessed his death, the disciples, his friends, his family. It was a brutal death. It wasn't anything that was kind or gentle. But on this particular day, Jesus was entombed and there was turmoil going on behind the scenes. Matthew 27:62-65 says, the chief priests and the Pharisees, and I'm paraphrasing it, wanted the tomb guarded. They wanted it guarded because they were afraid that the disciples or the family might steal the body and try to simulate maybe Jesus being resurrected, and they felt like this would prove that he was who he said he was. The disciples and Jesus' family knew that something great and miraculous was going to happen, so they just waited. This time of waiting was a time of peace for them. They weren't worried, they weren't sad, they knew something was going to happen, so they were peaceful. Just as they waited with the spirit of expectancy, we should also do that as well. There was a feeling of peace amongst them. Now, as Jesus' body was resting, his spirit actually descended into hell. And while he was in hell, he conquered evil and death and released the captives. This right here was miraculous within itself because all of the Christians and the people before actually were released and actually able to descend into heaven. Today, we want to pray for peace, reflection, and a spirit of expectancy as we wait for something miraculous to happen. Let's all bow our heads. God, we come before you right now, God. And God, we just want to thank you, God, for waking us up this morning, God. Thank you for waking us up in our right mind, God. God, thank you for waking us up with our health, God. God, today we want to pray for peace, God. We want to pray for peace within our families, God. We want to pray for peace within our homes, our jobs, God, and our nation. God, just as we have thanked you, God, for waking us up, we also want to thank you, God, and reflect on the things that you did for us in 2020 and going into 2021. God, a lot of people lost jobs, homes, family members, but God, we're here today. Not only are we here today, God, but we're actually able to reflect on what you did and how you brought us through. God, as we end this Holy Week, I pray that we've all had the opportunity to reflect on everything that you've done for us, God, and continue to give us a spirit of expectancy and peace as we continue on. God, we love you, we thank you, and we always want to take any opportunity that we can to give you all the praise and all the glory for everything that